always take care at the difference between earnings and costs. Yeah,
Is the most important objective in business the profit? Like I believe the
yes, so just to earn money, yeah, to make money, and to make money means reduce cost and increase sales more or less, yeah, increase earnings, increase earnings, reduce costs. But sometimes, usually, the decisions are interrelated, and it might be that a large increase in earnings can only be managed by a small increase in cost. Yeah, so you have to
tally these two entities.
exactly, and you know about the balance between earnings on one hand and costs on the other. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that is more general. If there is some saying in the book of by Lord Kelvin, I think is called with the numbers. Yeah? So what you cannot count, I always say, and so on. You will find this in the further future chapter.
Yeah.
I think there are so many aspects in a company which make a company successful, which cannot be calculated. So it's the motivation of the employees, for instance, or the reliability of the employees, the reliability on the relationship to customers and to suppliers. There are so many issues which cannot be really calculated in money, which are, from my point of view, really important for the success of a company. Yeah. Nevertheless, by origin, I'm a mathematician. Yeah. So I like numbers. I like formulas. I like models. But these quantitative models are only part of the world. It is not the whole world. Yeah. So that is what I always tell my students. Don't think that everything can be calculated in formulas and models. Yeah. So, and of course, there is also some what's called ethical basement of these ideas. Well, is it really the only goal to earn money, to make money?
No.
At least there might be different, but there is a goal conflict then. Objectives are conflicting with each other. Yeah? So if you want to be nice to your employees, give them more money. It might not be in line with your policy to make money. Yeah, because you're giving the money to your employees. But of course, it's a very complex interaction between the different goals you can define.
Is it possible to apply operations management in some new projects? For instance, like I have an idea of innovation factory, chocolate factory,
Yeah.
and I have spoken with my home university, Sastra. We are planning to collect the database information of all the ideas and concepts of students and some data protection. We are going to collaborate with some of the startups in TU and other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted it to make it very big because my home university is not known to anybody here. So to make it better, and I was making some business canvas with that, and I would like to know like what are all the efficient ways of what is the starting point, like what should be the mission statement, will it generate some revenue or something, how I have to handle it as an operations management assignment, step by step, and win this ultimate.
Well, I think there are some publications, but I don't have anyone at hand. Just consider what is the right way to set up a company, innovative company. And operations is one part. Mission and vision and dedication to the overall goals, to be dedicated to the goals, is probably another aspect. And there are also some, but probably they know it at TU as well, but they have it as well. What are the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur?
Reliability, he should be able to deliver the product as he recommended, and it should meet all the needs of the customers. The value proposition should be delivered through the right channels for the marketing. And the most basic thing I would do is like I will do a market research and study what are all the requirements, and then I will restructure my value propositions, and then the most important thing is I will find the right channels to do this thing. And when I hand like these three things will be the first priority of mine, and then I will look at my cost and other things, and I will look at the networks, and I will add whom I want and whom I don't want, and this is the way I will.
Of course, this can be read in many textbooks. That is very interesting, and it is also true. But by far, it's not compulsory.
How should I do, sir?
Well, only there are only some items, and it's neither compulsory as well. But there have been studies in Germany. What is the successful entrepreneur who doesn't get bankrupt after 3 years? So who runs a certain company? So self-confidence is one personal thing. Second thing is even some kind of selfishness.
Do we need this, sir?
I think so. A successful entrepreneur should be very convinced of his own. Yeah? Even if somebody else is blaming him, you have your idea, your vision, and you are presenting it to the world, to your employees, to your customers, to your suppliers, to your banks, giving the money for starting up this company, and so on. That's the second thing. A third thing is that you should have good knowledge, and this is related to operations management. Good knowledge of both products and business. So engineering or production, physical aspects, and business. Another aspect, what was it? Another one. There is a political incorrect result from a former study in Germany. It is said that the successful entrepreneur often is the only one who is earning money in the family. That pushes him to be successful. Yeah, so here, family, wife, or husband, kids, and there's only one person earning the money. So to survive, the company must be successful. Yeah, but tell this to the public in Germany. It is published in some old report, but it is very dangerous to mention this, because you say, well, it's some attitude from the last century and so on. No, it's still valid, because the pressure. If you have a very high pressure to be successful, and this is an approach. Yeah. And then a very important thing is to be able to networking. Networking in many respects. Competitors, customers, suppliers, public authorities, and so on, to understand the system. Public authorities means
the media, and
media as well. Yeah, media as well. But public authorities means both aspects. First one is just to get your business run. You have to have some permissions to run the production and to don't get into trouble with your neighbors and so on. But the other thing is definitely also tax authorities. Yeah, you have to know how to negotiate with the tax authorities, and it might be.
They should be in our payroll.
Yeah. In Germany, then you are going to prison if you put tax authorities on your payroll.
I'm sorry.
No,
I was in the.
I see. I know. So, but these are some aspects which are seen to be part of the of a successful entrepreneur. Mm. But probably there are a lot of other criteria as well. Did I tell you about my colleague from the business department over here who is offering a startup course every semester or every year?
No, sir. I'm interested in that.
Okay. So, and this is a very special one, more or less every university, every local or regional authority to promote raising business, they are offering crash courses on starting a business. Yeah. So probably TU Dortmund as well, and I know that our partner campus in Essen is doing that. And sometimes they are just offering the courses, 2 weeks crash course or 4 weeks crash course, and then you get a certificate, and this certificate is accepted by your local savings bank, and they give you money for the startup. And 65 or 80%, it depends on the statistics, of these companies founded then are getting bankrupt after less than 3 to 5 years.
Actually, in my experience, I don't know if I can say it openly or not. Nobody teaches the business, sir. Like, it is something we do once when we jump in, and
Exactly.
when we think none of the old models or something comes to it. It is more.
Yeah. It's some feeling, it's some passion you have for your product, for your company, and so on. But my colleague here in Duisburg, now for I think 15 years, he's called Professor Volker Breithecker, and he has the chair for business administration and taxation at the business school, Mercator School of Management over there. He runs this course, and he's very proud that during these 15 years, many companies have been founded from his courses, from the participants, and no one of them went bankrupt so far. Some were ordinary, closed down, because they do not want to, or they say, well, we have success, but it's not enough, so we close down and we go to a company. But this course is a very time-consuming one. It is offered on the weekends, and it's offered in German, unfortunately. But
I need to be there to just listen.
Okay, and maybe you can just look at the website of this. This course is called SBM, Small Business Management, and I just recommend this also to my students, because I always say that business engineering, industrial engineering students should have at least one idea of getting an entrepreneur. So I think this should be the web page. No. Oh, well, there's a typo. Here we are. So it is, unfortunately, it's only offered in English, in German, but nevertheless, small business management. That means raising a company has to be learned. There are 4 courses, different courses they offer. Mm-hmm. The first is they call it orientation course, entrepreneurship. Then they have an intensive course on accounting, and that is a very important thing, because you can do so many faults in accounting, which are on one hand then punished by the public authorities who want to see a true balance and so on, but which are also punished by the tax authorities. And if you do some mistake in accounting, then it might be that you're paying taxes like crazy.
Yeah.
So the third is a block seminary, they call it. So it will be 1 week or 2 weeks or something like that. It's called Unternehmensnachfolge. What is that? If you have a company owner which is about to be retired, and he doesn't have kids, which is also a demographic change in Germany and so on, it might be that he or she is looking for a young person to take over the company. Wow. And that has, of course, to be financed, and because if you buy a company, that might be very costly. So you need banks, you need an agreement with the old owner, you need to look whether the company will be profitable in the future as well, and so on and so on. That's the third course. And the fourth course, it goes high tech. Yeah, this SBM goes high tech. That is for high tech products. So that is including, also from your side of
biotech products.
Biotech products. It's also how's it called? Information technology products and so on. So on. Telecommunications there also. So these are the 4 courses, and this orientation course, entrepreneurship, is offered every year. So, and it is offered. You have. It's not for free, but it's very interesting. It's almost for free because you have to pay some 100 or 200 euro.
Okay.
But this money is refunded if you participate in the course until the end.
Oh,
Yeah, that's his trick.
this is good.
Yeah, so people who are doing that, they really are dedicated to these issues. Yeah, so and here you see that the most the last actual date is from December, but this means that they just started to
One of these modules.
one of these courses, and they will restart it in the next December as well.
I will learn German in between. Like,
Okay.
as quickly as
So, but you know, if you was ich der Termine? No, it should, yeah. Here, so that is what they offer this year. So yes, here. Yeah. So they also they are also but they no. So here that is a personality of an entrepreneur. That is business plan. That was just last month or last month.
I have taken a course from TU Startup Kligu, how to write a business plan and.
Yeah, okay, but you know these are the crash courses. Here you have a competition, yeah. So you have to work on this for weeks, and then you have to present it in front of a committee, and they will just coach you. Yeah, you have a coach there, and so on and so on. And now just there's a workshop marketing. No, it has been present. No, this is presentation and delivery of the business plans for all participants. Yeah, so that will take place in 2 weeks time.
15.
But it's on Sunday. You see, they also work on Sunday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. And
business is always
yeah,
finely
yeah.
needed.
And here it is on the 1st of July. They have this final celebration. They will just present the winners of the business plan. I know that in some years ago, one student of mine just were one of the winners of this business plan competition.
Next year I will win, sir.
Yeah.
I have the product ready and I will just channelize and get the perfect out of me.
Okay. Yeah. So this is small business management. That's the course. But you should know that Professor Breitecker, he is very experienced, and he is also a local tax auditor. So he's very experienced with respect to small companies, also consultant with small companies. But he's not very familiar with English language. So that is why he doesn't export his model to other countries or to the English community here.
Maybe we could set a collaboration between him and some Indian universities and
maybe
get it done.
Yeah, but he's not open for that. Yeah, I had several meetings with him. But it's my former faculty. I have worked there until 2008. So we had several discussions on that, and I also presented some guests to him, international guests, but I was always working as an interpreter, more or less.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he is not really fond of speaking English, and well, it's his. I think it is not his. He's not very fond of German or something like that, but he's really not
More comfortable with that language, so
yes,
he don't
yes,
want to.
and I think he's really not good speaking English, and so sometimes if he tries to tell some sentences there, you see that he has really some problems. I don't know whether he did not have English at school, but he must have had. But I don't know. So, but this is
Actually,
really,
nobody likes to be in back foot, sir, especially when they are a teacher. Then they think a lot about foreign language. They tend to lose some sort of confidence. There will be like
maybe. So, well, I don't know. So you see that that Auftaktveranstaltung means kick-off meeting,
okay.
and it last year it was in the end of November.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and I think it will be around that. And you see that the date of the weekdays always here. So this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but here it's Saturday. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's Saturday and Sunday. It is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So it is always on the weekend, and the participants in this course are not only students from the university, neither from other universities. They also collect people from outside. And of course, those people who know that this course is very successful, well, they like if they intend to go there.
I will enroll and I will start the mission
And
German language.
you are a student, a PhD student
Yes.
of University of Dortmund,
Dortmund.
to Dortmund. That because we are in this University Alliance, Ruhr area, I think you are just allowed to go there without any problem. Yeah, so you will be accepted. But on the other hand, I think they will accept you anyway because there are a lot of non-academics also attending these courses. I don't know how many people are going there now,
But I will give a try though. And,
yeah, okay. Yeah.
And what are all my homeworks for the next meeting? What are all the areas
Yeah.
I should prepare?
What should you prepare? Just let me look at this. So this is the QR aspects. Well, this is the. I don't think that it's really. Well, maybe this chapter 4. It's just in time, and approach to production control. That is, I think, it is fairly interesting because there are so many basic and applicable ideas on production planning and control, but they are sometimes seen. What's it called? Übertrieben. I don't know the English word for übertrieben. Just a minute. I am just. Oh, here we are. Exaggerated, maybe. Yes, exaggerated. Yeah, overstated or something like that. So these principles are valid, but you should understand them. Yeah, just in time means no time buffers and so on. It might be that sometimes some buffers are really making sense. So this is the just in time approach, and it's not this one. And not you can just read at this chapter 5 problems and perspectives. It's from a US American perspective. It might give some insights, but it is not the core. But the real, here it is. I often say that when you can measure what you are speaking about and express it in numbers, you know something about it. But when you cannot express, that is what I just mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So, and then I think maybe you can even start with this. The core ideas of this approach are the chapters 6, 7, 8, 9.
6, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And maybe you can just have a look at this 6 already. So 6, yeah, okay. It's just and 7 is 7, 8, 9. These are the very hard, tough ones, and they give the main
idea of
what's going on.
Can I attend the lectures on Thursdays? Your lecture?
Yeah, of course you can just attend, but currently, and my lecture is now completely in English. Students convinced me, but I'm just
in chapter 3.
Yes, I think so. No, this is what
I have a student of yours. We always read one chapters and discuss.
I see. Okay, so here it is. Focus factories. That's where I'm just located now. It's somewhere in chapter 4. Yeah, just before Kanban. Next week. No, this week, Thursday. I will just do.
Focus factories are like I have to start from chapter 6.
Yeah, but this is chapter 4. Yeah? So this is.
Okay, I will wait until chapter 6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah. And thank you so much.
Welcome.
Currently, we are practicing in this module. Me and my